Hey guys, I'm back here with Vorona. This is my African pied crow. And I got her in early August, and she was 5.5 weeks old, and now she's about 17 or 18 weeks old, and she'll be she's not full grown yet. She'll be full grown at like 9 months old, and she should be a little over a pound, and I think they get a 36-inch wingspan and 20 inches from head to tail, so she gets quite a bit bigger. And it's been tons of fun training her, but it's an insane amount of work, and definitely tests your patience in all kinds of ways. But it is fun, and I'm on board, so we're having a good time. So this is the pied crow. Hopefully we'll get to show you guys more stuff as she advances. But it's been a really interesting process. She's a little squirrely right now, so it's just kind of part of the deal. But anyway, yeah, so check it out, you guys. Here's some of the stuff we're doing. She's like, who are those guys? She already sees you. Yeah, usually she's screaming right now, so she's a little, you're a little off. That's okay. There you go. Hi, love. Whoa. Hey, come on. There you go. Yeah, come on. Good girl. Hi. Yes. Are you hungry? You want some food? V. Come on, love. Vorona. She's trying. Shouldn't have clicked right there. Okay, here you go. But I'll give you some food for trying it. Ready? Oh. There you go. There you are. When I first started coming back here, I had to condition her to this whole thing because everything was freaking her out. Like all the gates and everything, you know? Whoa. Okay. So I try to weigh her before and after I work her so I have an idea where she's at. She's 442 grams. Last night she was 468. So they can put on and take off weight really quick. We're gonna go over here. This is a flight line. It's attached to the ground, and it sits just above the ground so that she can, it just keeps her in a straight line, which, just a funny side note, send away.
Yeah.
Didn't even think about it. Lately, the last couple days, I've been doing more of the trickery kind of stuff, tricks and going around things and going up and down things, because it's been so cold. But before that, I was just really, I was just really heavily working recalls. So, are you strapped? You're not strapped. Okay. So, just really working a lot of recall action because I, kind of didn't know what else to do. Recalls and retrieves. Am I good? Am I good? Yeah. Oh, it fell. Okay. Hold on. So yeah, this is what it's like all day long. If you're actively doing something like a retrieve, then you're good to go. But okay, I think I'm steady. All right, so we're going to move over to what's called her flight line. That's that thing over there. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Okay. Give it back.
She put it in your.
All right. So we got that back. Yeah, it's not too windy, thank you. Okay, so yeah, we're contending the microphone right now. You want some? She's hungry for sure. There you go. Okay, and yeah, you feed them like a dog. A lot of people feed them just dog food, but we feed her raw, like all of us. So you really do have to be patient. Oh man, you gotta stop that. Okay, let's get a hold of it. ourselves now. Okay. Yeah. So when I first got her, I didn't know anything, but my buddy Jason Cipher came over and he put her jesses on, showed me how to hold her. She did the thing where they fall off like a bat, you know, and showed me how to pick her back up. And then when I first got her, I just kept these things secured for a while. And then as she got more comfortable with me, I just started practicing putting them on, taking them off, clicking, putting them on, taking them off, clicking. And I was in her smaller aviary then, where she doesn't have as much room to fly around. And now she's pretty compliant about the whole thing, aren't you, love? Are you ready? All right, so we're gonna go over to her flight line and see if she'll fly a little bit. Hold on now, I'll get this one. All right, let me get one thing. So I'm gonna try and see if I can get her to go to the thing. The problems I've been having are she won't leave me. In the beginning, she wouldn't come to me. Now she won't leave me. So I have to. All right, I dropped a piece of food. Good, she's hungry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put food on the post. I'm going to bring her up there and put food on the post, and that'll keep her there. And then I have to run away from her to get a good recall. So there you go. Ready? Good girl. Good girl. There you go. All right. Can I go out again? Go out. Yep, go on. Good girl. So there's that too. Good girl. So that was what kind of happened. She got away from me the other day, and it was when she was trying to come back, that's what was happening. So the one thing I learned from falconry is you don't want to fly your bird downwind when you're teaching them. And the wind is kind of to her back right now, so that could have an effect on things. So what I've done in that case with the wind is I just throw food over here on the ground. Go ahead. And then I can run the opposite way. There you go. And then once I did a couple of recalls, I usually do this until she's eaten quite a bit and she's not too hungry. And then after that, I usually play retrieve games. So I'll show you that. Come on. There you go. So what I do, she has a couple toys she really likes, not toys, but items she really likes. So I can either throw them, which is pretty fun. I don't have to throw them too far. There you go, love. And when she drops it in my hand, I click, put food there. See? The interesting thing, she'll only retrieve this once. She won't retrieve it again. So I can do that with just about anything. Here's a tire lever for a bicycle. Good girl. Good girl. Oop. And then the one that's more fun is that she really likes too is this game that I call Spot. So it's exactly like the unseen retrieve in French ring. That's where I got the idea from. So I just walk, usually with the bird on me, but she found something. Here, come on, love, let's go. There you go. All right, I got a little black piece of rubber here. So I walk and I drop it and I turn around and I say, Spot. Spot. Good girl. Good. So those are like the practical things we play. So I picking up money, this button retrieve. So here's a button I use. I had a smaller button, which was, are you feeling saucy? Oh, she's good. She sees the button. She loves this button. I had a smaller button, but she would put the whole thing in her gullet, and I was just freaking out. But I will say she's really aware of her mouth and how to use it and how to check things out first before she just swallows them. There you go. Good girl. She could just do this all day long, as long as it's something new. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah, so that's pretty much what we do for the flying parts. The interesting thing, though, is that you see like how retrieve-oriented she is. So when I first got her, I was pretty excited, so I was talking to everybody about it. And then you hear all these different stories of, I went to this, and I saw a crow do this, and I saw a crow do this. And usually it's like at a park, and the handler will hold up, somebody will hold $1 out in the stand, and the crow will go and fly the $1, bring it back, stuff it in the guy's pocket. Well, you've already seen her stuff the microphone thing in my pocket, so it's just natural behavior. So I got these 2 cards, and so that's, when I first thought about it, I was like, wow, he taught the bird to retrieve. But then I'm like, they just retrieve. They just do everything. So as fun as it seems to everybody, I know it looks fun, but it's intense. So I got a queen here. I taught her to peck the queen first, and then I injected the 8 of spades. Right? Yep. So I'm going to put these down. And she's got to peck the queen. And the cool thing that I learned from working with the bird in terms of what we were just talking about with, good girl, I missed that one. But, so then I'll switch hands, right? And the whole thing, she just got to make contact with the queen. Good girl. But the cool thing that I learned from this, from watching another guy working with a raven, is if they make the wrong choice, which she's not doing, but if they make the wrong choice, you just take both cards away and bring them back. It's that simple. You don't, because my logic initially was telling me, we'll just leave the cards there until she pecks the right one, but she can self-satisfy by pecking the, right? Good girl. The other really weird thing is, not weird, but, relative to dogs, opposition reflex is crazy. So, if you roll your hand back, she's coming forward. If you roll your hand this way, she's going backwards. When she's on your back and she's falling down your back, logic tells you to bend like this, excuse us, so she can just climb up, but it doesn't work. So you have to lean back. Yeah, so it's, because with dogs it's strong too, but with her it's just crazy. And it's probably because balance is such a key factor for them when they're, watch move around. Remember what I said about Jurassic Park? Yeah. So if I put it, like she skips. She literally skips when she's happy, like ka-dum, ka-dum, ka-dum. So I'm really interested to see what she's going to do with the cone right now, because I taught her I didn't teach her. I rewarded her for flipping it. But then yesterday I was doing the go around the cone, so I'm interested to see if she tries to go around, or if she tries to, here's your cone, love, come on. Maybe she'll skip. She'll probably skip on her way back. There's a little skip. Aren't you? All right, you ready? What are you going to do with this? What are you going to do with that? Come on. Are you not so hungry anymore? There you go. Oops. Might be Are you ready? Come on. Good girl. So I was luring yesterday, and then I just started using, a prompt. But the problem is, she already tracks my right hand. She knows the food comes from there. So here, I can go back to the lure. There you go. Good girl. Yeah, if I try to do something with a prompt and I reach to get food, she stops doing what she's doing and watches. So you have to be, but worse, so much more aware. And the thing I want to say is the bird's super smart. That's obvious. But as everybody knows, smart never means trainable. Right. You know what I mean? Smart usually means not trainable, or quick to blow you off. And that's what everybody talks, all this crow studies and stuff that you find, come on now. Good girl. Good girl. It's all about their natural behaviors, but there's no real crow information about interacting with humans, aside from naturally. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm really trying to figure out. But there you go. Let me get your poop, huh? Did you see her? She plays tug like a mother, yeah. So that's actually, and I talked to Larry Hansen a while ago, and I said to her, she's like, have you tried tug? And I said, well, she does, but she's got to win, after a short amount of time. There you go. You got it? She's got to win, and it helps if it's something that she can just make progress on and destroy. She has a couple bully sticks she likes to kind of peck at. But if I just give her something to play with as a reward, that works too after she's had enough. And then love when she's in the mood. You're not in the mood right now, though, are you? There you go. And then talking is weird because she only really talks to me and tries to do stuff in the morning and at night. And now that I moved her out here in the mornings when she's all talkative, I'm training dogs. So I'm not able to work with that too much. But that's super wild because she just looks at you and goes, she doesn't know what she's doing. She's just looking at you like she's almost afraid of these sounds that she's making, like chortling sounds and stuff, It's really weird. But yeah, all in all, it's super fun. The long-term goal, I guess, is get her to find stuff, get her to find keys, get her to find trash, coins, stuff like that. But I think the ultimate goal would be if I could run like a co-op with her and Chopin doing search and rescue. Because I figure, she's generally pretty friendly, as long as you're not trying to touch her. So I figure if she's out in the woods, a person is going to stand out so much, she would find it so fast, and then have her, and she works, and the dog and her are integrated. As long as he doesn't invade that huge bubble that she has, But if she's on me, I can play tug, I can throw a ball, he can jump up, I can pet him and stuff. I have put her on his back a couple times, and he's cool, but she bites him. So I think what I'm going to do is attach a perch like the one I had out there to a harness. Yep, and have it high enough so that she can't reach him. And then they should be able to kind of cruise together. So yeah, you're going after the microphone again. But yeah, it's tons of fun. You just have to, it's like having a kid, truly. Like your life is completely changed, She tells you when she's hungry. She tells you when she's thirsty. Are you thirsty? Usually. Does she get full pretty quick? She does, but if you wait not too long, 45 minutes to an hour, you've got another round in you, pretty much. This is water with diatomaceous earth, and that's for her little bugs inside and stuff. So, and she's got I had a bath for her. Now it's too cold, so I flipped it, and that's just a big rubber touchpad. She likes that. And otherwise, she really self-regulates. If I'm going to be gone, if I'm going to be gone for say 6 hours, which is the most I've been away from her in 10 weeks. Which is pretty crazy. That means I don't ride my bike anymore. No more bike. Guitar's a half an hour a day at the most, And it's but I like it, so it's okay. Yeah, so it's fun. But I'll leave her with some kibble or something, you know, if I'm going to be gone for 6 hours, and she'll kind of self-regulate pretty good. Like I said, she stashes it everywhere, so you've got to... Yeah, but there's all kinds of things I had to figure out. When she first got her, and she was preening, which she's about to start doing, it usually means she's getting ready for a nap. I'm like, stop it, what are you doing, you know? You're pulling all your feathers out, are you stressed out, you know, whatever. And then figured that out, and then figured out, like, when she gets puffy, it's either one of three things. She's either hot, cold, or, you know? That was pretty easy to understand. And she puts her wings out like a dragon, kind of. So, yeah, the guy that sold her to me just said, treat it like a dog, you'll be fine. And I was like, okay. Well, the beak, you know, kind of freaks people out. But you just learn to trust her, you know? Good girl. I know. She really does love to just, if you put her there, she just loves. And this is a reward, too. It's like a legitimate reward for her. All right, so let's see if you like Auntie Cindy, huh?
There you go.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Yeah, and just kind of hold on to that. Is she sandbagging it? Nope, she's eating it.
You're beautiful.
Nice.
Oh, did you see her catch that little piece
So
of
the other thing that I do with her quite a bit, though, is we hunt, you know. Like, I just take her out and I bring her to where insects are, and we hunt and we hunt and we hunt.
Does she like bugs?
She is a lethal killer. The only thing she actually eats is moths. Otherwise...
She's after that little piece of fluff.
Oh, she caught a fly in the air. But yesterday there was a worm in the training room because it's been so wet.
So she's putting it between my fingers.
Yes, so that's good. That's good. That means she's trying to store it on your person.